All right, good morning everyone. I gotta remember to switch back to this screen before I change over to this screen. Anyway, good morning everyone, I'm Andrew. I don't want to work anymore, and we trade the Nasdaq here. Hope everyone's having a great day. It is Thursday. No, it's not Thursday, it's Wednesday. Getting ahead of myself, I really want it to be the weekend already, so that's a bad sign. Anyway, yeah, we got some pretty decent price action here to work with this morning. Looks a little tough. We got a little bit of a premium here above yesterday's closing price at 21,680, and then relatively equal lows just below that. And we're gonna start to chat. What's up, everyone? Good morning. Yeah, good workout today. Let me know if you guys work out. Is that part of your routine? Something that helps you stay disciplined? Anyway, I do it for pain. Got back pain and sciatica in my right leg, so stretching and strengthening those muscles is what does it for me. But anyway, let's get into trading here. We had this big drop down at 8 o'clock ish, 8:15. So now we're just moving up. Don't have much of a bias today. I've been thinking bearish all week, to be honest, especially after making these highs yesterday and then again breaking them this morning in London, or just after London, I guess. So I'm thinking maybe we can get up into the top of this fair value gap and then break lower, or I can be proved wrong and we can just keep on extending higher and higher. So let's see what we got. Got the 15-minute chart here. I think this is a 5-minute fair value gap that I'm looking at. I can probably take this one off now. We're still working inside of, I think this is also, no, what is this one? Raghav, good evening, my friend. I don't remember which fair value gap this is that I'm looking at. Is it a daily? No. Weekly. Is it the weekly? It is the weekly fair value gap that we're working inside. And you know what? Probably, why not? We can probably work to close it. So still going higher. I'm probably targeting, yeah. Let's see here. What number is that? We'll get that line up there. And we'll write it down. The weekly objective. How about that? We'll keep it on the right. Yeah, that's totally doable today, very easily. Oh, nice. I'm guessing you were able to catch this dip here after that candle broke. 8:15. You got somewhere in around the new, or yesterday's opening price, around 21,680. Oh, there we go. Too busy yapping here. We already got today's opening candle going. I'm looking at relatively equal lows here at 21,677. Like to maybe see us sweep the top and then target those guys, or we just turn around right here and come back down. $905 candle, 905. Stop loss 21,677. Five-minute candle. Let's have a look. $905. What was your entry? What were you looking at here? I'm trying to understand your logic on why you picked the level that you did. Inverted fair value gap. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see ya. I thought maybe you're looking for a price to get above here and then retrace, which didn't do it. Didn't do it until here. Anyway, I'm looking for, I think right now what I want is the first inverted fair value gap to target 21,677. So probably come about this high here and then coming down to fill in the new day opening gap is what I'm looking for. You know what? I haven't had that indicator on for a while. Yeah. Took London Asia low. I like it. Yeah, dude, I like it. So just taking that high there. Well done, dude. That's a nice trade. And nice and early before the open. $21,558. 858. 21,858. Those highs there, eh? Well, I'll bite. I don't have any better trade ideas rather than waiting for the first presented fair value gap here to get inversed. So why not? I'll take a long. I'll play along. Oh man. Stop loss is here. $21,858. Why not? But if this thing inverts, I am closing the trade. Last Thursday's high. Where is it? I have last Thursday's first presented fair value gap on one of these charts still. There it is. It's on the 5 minutes down below here. Yeah, I was funny enough, I was listening to an ICT video or something like that, and he mentioned his ex, and I never go visit his ex account, but I did for whatever reason yesterday, or was it this morning? It was yesterday, but maybe I should put it on the screen. Actually, I'm just gonna write it in the chat exactly what he said, and I was like, He says, imagine if you, I'll just write it. Yeah, imagine if you simply looked for relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows after opposing liquidity has been taken, and you only use the first presented fair value gap or new day opening gap for your entry. So I thought that was pretty interesting and something I wanted to try this morning. So yeah, sweeping this and then reaching for the new day opening gap, which also has these relatively equal lows here at 21,677. So that's that was my trade idea for this morning, and I'd like to look at back testing that some more, and I think there's tons of validity there. That's a pretty good trade idea. But I was watching this other guy, it was on, I think, Words of Wisdom YouTube channel, and this guy was talking about you know, it wasn't until he just looked for one model, and that's all he did. So whether, you know, you look for the first presented fair value gap, you did a 1-to-1, or maybe you sweep these highs and then go for relatively equal lows. He just figured out one thing, and that's all he does. And he doesn't try to mix in any other strategies. He just focuses on one, and that's the only one he does. And that's when he became profitable. So I was like, that's a pretty good idea too. Instead of looking for, you know, a ton of trade ideas, oh, this is happening or this is happening, just pick one and only do that one. And maybe you don't, and he says, I think he only gets like 8 trades a month. And but that's how he took his trading to the next level. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And so I'm gonna look into something like that. Just pick one thing, or maybe 2, and that's it, that I can execute in the morning between 9:30 and 10. And if I can get that trade on, then I get that trade on. If I don't, then I don't have a trade. And tomorrow's another trading day. And then I need to delete TradingView from my phone, I think. Because I always pick up trades. I'm always looking at the charts throughout the day. And I was able, don't get me wrong, I caught this one. I caught this high yesterday. I didn't put a trade on. I just, you know, pretended using the short method. So as soon as I saw this candle come down and this go in, you know, I just threw this on there on my chart while I was driving. I targeted, I think, these relatively equal lows. So 95 points. But does that count? I don't know. Where are we at? We just inverse the first presented fair value gap. I'm out. And now I want to go short. And my take profit is these relatively equal lows. Stop loss is up here. We got any birthdays in June? Any Geminis? What's the symbol for people that have birthdays right now, early June? Early June zodiac. No. Oh yeah, Gemini right now. May 21st to June 21st. We got any Geminis out there? '22 model with a breaker in the 5-minute chart. Looks good for prop firms. Okay. Paper trading and TradingView. So you're forward testing that right now, or you're, because that's what you did this morning, right? Not exactly. Up $600. Well, that sounds amazing, my friend. I'm pretty happy for you. I'm jealous, but I'm happy for you. It looks like I should have just kept my trade on. Well, is it turning? Come on. The timing is hard. Yeah, I love when I see this. I feel like this entry is just so easy to spot. Yeah, it's so good. That's the thing, like if you just waited for something like this and that's the only trade you took, you know what I mean? It's just you have to be watching to see it happen. So that, yeah, that's what I saw yesterday. Let's see here, when was that? It was just after lunch. That was the time too. I was trying to take trades in here. Which ones did I get stopped out on? I think I got burned on this one. Yeah, I did take a loss on this one. This one as well, because I saw these two candles come down, take that low. I was like, okay, enter right here. No dice, but just staying out of that lunch hour is crucial. This isn't exactly V-shaped, but I wasn't watching when this reversed though. I was too busy, but that would have been also another great one. Whether you entered on the inversion or waited for price to come back into this first fair value gap here. It dips just below that inversion. Look at that. The inversion couple, and it dips down. And then even if you targeted, what, let's say 50% of the range. Hardly enough. Well, that's not true. Let's see here. Let's see, just took a long right there. To the 50, 30 points. If you waited for the 62, 45. Anyway, it's nice. What's going on here? Am I in this trade or what? Still alive. Yeah, I never look at YM. That's the Dow, right? And then we got non-farm payroll Friday. So could account for the terrible price action at the moment. Who knows? We just got into the top of this 15-minute fair value gap here. Looks like that's where we're stuck. just poked above it. We didn't even close above it. Just the wicks. Bring this stop down to here. So one thing, we have news at 10, right? 10:30. ISM Services Index, green folder. I don't know how concerned I am about that. What does our 2 minutes say? Consolidating on the 5. Just about to make a 2-minute FEG on the way down. Okay, looks good. It is red folder. Which news do you look at? This is Econo Day. Forex Factory. Forex Factory news. Or is it calendar? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Canada, Bank of Canada. Well, I'm interested to know that for myself. And yeah, so where's your red folder news? Right, we had the 7 a.m. ISM Services PMI. ISM Services PMI. That was at 7 a.m. Why is this counting down? 10 a.m. Oh, you know what? It's listed in my time. That's what's going on here. New York, where are you? Pacific time, so where are you? I should know this. There's Mountain, so 6, 5 Eastern. ISM Manufacturing PMI. Okay, let's go. We want bad news, right? Get down here. Fill this new day opening gap. I feel like I'm in danger just before news. Man, what a great trade that was. I love seeing that. Get a lot, not a lot of it, but you know, that post noon. It's quite often you get this. Where's Debt Wolf? Taking the day off. His eyes hurt from watching Northern Lights all night. Too tired, stayed up too late. Got this FEG. Got one more up there. Yeah, he's watching the Northern Lights for sure. You know, I would too. They're incredible. You know what? I think last summer they were saying that the Northern Lights were out and we could see it from here in town. Actually, no, they were out. But like with the city lights, they're pretty hard to see. But if you're out in the country where, you know, you don't have street lights and all the, you know what I mean, street lights and condo building lights and all that kind of stuff, they got some pretty nice photos. So my wife used to be a school counselor at this like remote school in the country, and a lot of the teachers live on campus, and with their phones they took incredible photos. I couldn't believe it. But I think they're pretty rare for us to see here. No, you can see them all year round. They are more prevalent in the winter time for sure. And I think, no, when did they see them? I think they saw them last spring. So it doesn't have to be winter, but most often it happens in winter. Okay, what do we got? 10 seconds. Let's see. What do you think is gonna happen? I'm gonna get stopped out. That's what's gonna happen. Am I even in profit? I am in profit. Oh, wow. Look at that. Just missed it. Just missed my TP. No. Did it get hit? Come on. Keep going. A little bit more. Bring my stop loss to just above break even. I should just close out the trade here. I'm up pretty good. Come on, take these equal lows. Let's go. Man, I haven't seen a candle like that in a long time. I'm surprised I can't share stuff in the chat, like a photo or something. Here goes all my profit. Man, I don't know what to do. Should I close it out or do I wait? I'm just gonna bring my stop here. There. Then I'm in profit, 32 bucks. That's the happy medium. Yeah, it looks like it's been taken on my end. 21,680. Electronic regular 21,680. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, I show it's been taken. Right, it closed right here on this candle, which is 21,680.25. Just might get it. These relatively equal lows here. We'll lock in some more profit. So on the mini it isn't taken. Okay, cool. What I found though, versus, so we were talking futures versus CDFs, like on CMC markets. They track very closely as I've found, and I think I get more margin through the CDF, and that's how I was able to put on 3 positions with an $8,000 account. I can't do that with a micro in futures. It can only give me 1. I haven't tried to see how much I would need, but yeah, it's only 1 position. So there we go. Hey, CDF has more margin, and you can take yeah, I can take fractions of a contract too. So I'm not super opposed to going back to CMC markets if I can get it to work with TradingView again, or I'll just have to like flip back and forth. Maybe I get a second monitor and I can like watch everything on TradingView but execute the trades in CMC markets because it is really fast. I just might have to use a little bit of a larger stop loss in case they try to, you know, manipulate the price a little bit and take out my my stop. Yeah, exactly. So, but hey, there's the execution of ICT's his model, or his, it was in his whatever I wrote up there, right? Waiting for the day's first presented fair value gap. Where was it? 9:30. Yeah, so it was up here, using the first presented fair value gap, sweeping liquidity, looking for relatively equal lows that opposes that, use the first presented fair value gap. So we went and inversed it, and I think that's where my entry was right here. So let's see, just something like that. Stop loss was there, relatively equal lows for 81 points. Today both of us are right, even though our biases was opposite. That's right. And here we go, we're just gonna keep going. What does it say on the 15-minute? Is it gonna make equal lows here? Come on. Something like that. Sarah, what's going on? Thanks for showing up. Gonna be ending the stream here real quick. I don't know if you caught that. I don't know how long you've been around, but ICT was talking about you know, using the first presented fair value gap, sweeping liquidity, and then targeting relatively equal lows on the opposing side. And so that's exactly what I tried this morning. We had the first presented fair value gap, we swept this high. As soon as we inverted that one, that's where I took a short, stop loss up here, and we hit our relatively equal lows, which was also right in line with the new day opening gap, aka yesterday's closing price. So that's it for my stream. I'm here every day, and I only trade between 9:30 and 10 basically, or if I have a position open until it's closed. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Thanks for coming out. Raghav, have a good evening. Sarah, wherever you're from, have a good day, and have fun trading for the rest of it if you do continue to do so. Cheers, guys.